reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason?
What was the reason? What was the reason? I can't believe I'm so late to hearing this Cardi B. What was the reason? But I think it's absolutely hilarious. But I thought to myself, you know what? I need to start with what was the reason? Because it is so funny. And if you remember in the last episode, I started with my introduction from Donnie. In fact, let's play the Donnie introduction really quickly because I think that's hilarious too. So here comes Donnie. Yo, great. So now we got Cardi B out the way, and now that we've got Donnie out the way, let's get into episode number, I think this is number 3. Yes, number 3 of the Kayode podcast. In fact, just before I actually play the intro music, like, you know, if you don't know about me, you know, well, in fact, a lot of people know this about me, but I actually had, I used to go to speech therapy when I was younger because I couldn't pronounce certain words. And yes, they did a good job of me during speech therapy, but unfortunately, I still can't pronounce words beginning with TH. So when I say the number 3, I say it how I'm saying it now, 3. And yes, I kind of knew that I didn't say my THs properly. It's only when I went to America in 2012, when I did Camp America, and I'll be working with my young people, or I like to call them my jungen Leute, you know, word to my Germans, my jungen Leute. So when I'm working with the young people, I'll be like, there's a song, that was it, there's a song called Head and Shoulders Baby, 1, 2, 3, like Head and Shoulders Baby, 1, and they used to mock me for saying 3, like, I was like, oh my god, so wait, I don't even say 3 properly, do I? They're like, no, you say 3 as F-R-E-E, so to say T-H-R-E-E, but I'm like, no, I can't even say that though. So even when I used to say to them 1, 2, 3, 4, they used to mock me. But anyway, that's very long. But anyway, let's get into the episode 3 of the Kayode podcast. Intro music, let's go. So yes, welcome to Offset. Alright, take 2. Cut. So yes, welcome to episode 3 of the Kayode podcast. And I mean, first thing first, I hope that you're well, because I'm aware that coronavirus is doing a mad thing right now. I mean, personally for me, I'm not that too concerned about it. And I can't even tell you why, because I don't want to keep this too nuts. But yeah, I hope you're well wherever you are in the country right now, and hope you're having a good... We're into March now, it's crazy, we're into March. Once upon a time, me and my brother in Porridge, we used to call March Mad March, because when I was at university, March used to be mad for me, because it was when I had my car insurance due, like my car to everything was due in March, and it was also my birthday, so it's crazy, it was just an expensive month, and we used to have assignments through the end of March, so yeah man, that was all wild. But I hope you're having a good March so far. And I guess the reason why I wanted to start with the Cardi B, what was the reason? Yes, because it's hilarious. But the reason I want to start with, what was the reason? Is because I wanted to give you the reason why this episode is coming out so late. So this is a monthly review episode. And I always like to do the review. Or to be fair, I can't even say I always like to, because this is only my 3rd one. But in reviewing the previous month, ideally you want to do it on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or pushing it 4th or 5th. But I'm recording this big on the 9th of March right now. And what was the reason? The reason for doing it is because I had to wait for the first week of March for some news to come in, which I will touch on possibly on the next episode. And there was a reason why I couldn't do this episode earlier in the month. So this is why you're getting it now. So that's me saying, no, my bad, sorry for the late episode drop, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Word to Tatenda, my boy from uni, it is what it is. He used to be like, we'll be chatting or whatever, he'll be like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So yeah. So February, let me tell y'all about my February. So my February kicked off on the 1st of February, like all of yours did. In fact, it kicked off Brexit Day, innit? Like Brexit Day was the 1st of February. So, and so I came into February like, it wasn't even like what was the plan. It was a Sunday. I remember the Sunday I was sitting in my room and I was feeling very nostalgic about university. Well, I mentioned university a lot this episode so far. Anyone would think that I just graduated. But I was feeling very nostalgic about university because at the beginning of February, when it was, in 1 month's time, it would have been the beginning of March. And at the university I went to, we always had a weekend event called Old Boys. And what Old Boys was, I wonder if in 2020 now that we wouldn't be allowed to call it old boys, you kind of like gender equality in that. Would we have to call it old people or old non-gender? I don't know, but we would have had old boys at the beginning of March, as we have had for I don't know how long the university's been around for, at least as long as I've been there, 10 plus years, do you get what I mean? And for the first time in 2020, Old Boys was not going to happen because in last summer, 2019, the university shut down. So I was there sitting on that Sunday afternoon thinking, oh man, it's a damn shame Old Boys isn't happening. And then, on Facebook and it says like, what's on your mind when you go on Facebook and it's like, what's on your mind? I was like, you know what, Facebook, something is on my mind. So I put out a status on my social media on Facebook saying, oh guys, it's a damn shame Old Boys isn't happening. And then I started seeing the comments coming through. Oh yeah, Old Boys, it's damn shame. And then ping, I had an idea come to my mind. I edited my comment, my status saying, guys, right, I was like, who wants Old Boys? Let's just make it happen. And in the first 5 minutes, it got like 50 likes, and within an hour, it got 100 likes. And I don't usually get them numbers. So I thought, I'm onto something here. Then I created the event page. I was like, right, event page, who wants Old Boys to happen? We'll keep the tradition. First weekend in March. 250 people on the page. I was like, these numbers are mad. Like, even when I used to run events like weekly, we never used to see these numbers in the first hour. 250 people. And quick business tips for you guys is that this isn't applicable for every industry or for every product or for every service, but typically when you are creating a business product or service, you want to pre-sell it before you actually do any work making it happen. So you want to sell the house before you've even built it, so that when the house is built, you've already got people who want to move into it straight away, if that makes sense. So for me, this is a practice I've been doing for years. You always want to pre-sell the concept before you do it. Because if you build a concept, you put in work, you go ham, do everything you need to, you've got it made, and then no one wants to buy it, you've wasted all that time, you wasted all that energy. So you want to pre-sell it. So particularly with events, you want to pre-sell the event first. So then with me arranging the event now, I'm going around securing a venue, blah, 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 knowing I have hella numbers behind me. I'm doing negotiations with the clubs with confidence. You're not negotiating with a blind eye. So quick business tip for you, pre-sell, man. Wherever you can, pre-sell your concept. Because if you can pre-sell your concept and people are buying into the pre-sold concept, then that means that you can build the concept, or you can build the business, not necessarily business if it's a one-off event, but you can build whatever it is with confidence. Yes, that's what I did. So 250 people down on the event page. I had 100 people who liked my status from the jump. Cool. So bang. So February for me was essentially Old Boys. And I'm not going to tell you how it was in this episode, because I'll tell you that in the next episode. So maybe this is my little cliffhanger. So if you want to find out how Old Boys went, make sure you stay into the next episode in April for my March month review, which makes sense because it happened in March. So my April review in the March, I'll let you know how that gets on. But away from business and away from money stuff, I mean, I did some cryptos this month. I sold some of my cryptos and got very good returns. So I'm very, very pleased with that. And I think I touched on this in the last episode. I am really, really getting into like investing and stocks and shares. Like I bought a book called The Intelligent Investor. To be fair, I haven't even read it yet or opened it yet, but I've really been getting into it. Like my girl Madison from Birmingham, she's really into her Forex. I'm not necessarily into Forex as such, but like I love messaging her. Like, I was learning about Japanese candlesticks. I was messaging her, getting some vibes off her. I even texted her today because Ripple was very, very cheap. I really like it. Do you get what I mean? I think you go back to the concept of having your money work for you instead of you working for your money. Do you get what I mean? I'm really, really getting into it. As you can probably tell, I'm really, really, the way I'm saying about really, do you get what I mean? The capital is a capital R-E, because I'm really into it, putting the R into it. But anyways, aside from business, aside from investing, aside from stocks and shares, which I've really been getting into, I have had some fun this month, or last month, I should say, sorry. So it's my dad and mum's birthday. They're born years apart, but their birthday, my mum's is the 6th, my dad's is the 15th. So obviously, because I live away from home, I always like to come back to celebrate their birthdays. It's good that it's around the same time. And we went to ice skating. So it's something that I haven't done for the longest. Like at uni, I was a big skater, like rollerblade, as in like skates. But ice skating is something that we hadn't done for a long time, because growing up in South London, we used to go to Streatham ice skating rink, and I think the last time I went there, I must have been maybe like 16, I think maybe. Yeah, like, it was a good spot, and it had a lot of trouble, so I think it was shut down for a large period of time. But to cut long story medium, it has reopened, and we went ice skating, man, so that was kind of fun. And it was fun because, I don't know, I just like being with my niece, man. I just call her my little mate. Like, I remember the way that when we're driving to the ice skating, like, basically the last couple of times I've gone home, I've got her onto Pokemon Go, and so whenever I go back, I don't delete that app. Everyone will probably go on my phone and think, why have you got Pokemon Go? I'm like, listen, it's not for me. I can't delete it, because when I go back to London, my niece wants to continue with her progress, so they're starting again every time if I download it when I see her. So as we're driving to the as we're driving to ice skating, we're playing Pokemon Go along the way, and we just have fun, man. Me and my little mate, I just say it was my little mate, man, just me and my little mate. So we went ice skating and that. And when we came back from ice skating, we had a Chinese food, not a person. We didn't have a Chinese person. We had a Chinese food. Okay, so that was nice. And after the Chinese, I went with my brother and a girlfriend of mine to go and watch Queen and Slim. But we missed the beginning of it, man. So I need to rewatch the beginning. So spoiler alert, quickly. Spoiler alert. So spoiler alert, but wait, can I not actually say spoiler alert? Spoiler alert. But anyway, spoiler alert. In fact, it's not even a spoiler alert, because everyone saw in the trailer that my man got shot, hence the movie. But we walked in the cinema a bit at the time where he just shot the dude, you know what I mean? So we missed the build up to it. So I do need to rewatch that again. And going into the cinema day, I really reconfirmed to myself that me moving away from London has really made me less streetwise. Because again, as we went into the movie theatre, obviously we're driving mad quick, or we're rushing to go in there, rushing. Some guy caught me in the lobby. Like, I don't know if I got a sign on my head for being a sucker now, but basically, to cut long story medium, he was trying to bootleg me some tickets. Apparently, you can get them cheap, and I was going with it. I gave him my number, going with it. I gave him my work number, not my personal number. Going with it. I thought, no, this sounds a bit dodgy. It might have not been dodgy, to be fair, but I just went to the machine and bought a ticket in the wall. But there's a long queue in it. He was saying like, yeah, man, don't queue up in this queue. I can sort you out. I was like, yeah, really? I was going with it, but then there's a machine, blah, blah. I went to the machine and sorted that out. So Queen and Slim, I do need to watch the beginning of Queen and Slim. But it was sad though, just before we went in February, because that's when Caroline Flack died, man. So R.I.P. Caroline Flack. Like, she was one person I really wanted to meet her. I don't know, I just got a mad vibe from Caroline Flack, and I would have loved to have met her, man. But it's just sad. It was just it really, really hit me, man. I think we blew up my dad's candles, and I went on my social media. I was like, I don't want to swear, but I was like, F no, like, what the F? Do you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, man, that's sad, man. R.I.P. Caroline Flack, man. That's real sad, man. R.I.P. Caroline. And maybe I shouldn't even mention this, but then when I put the status on my LinkedIn, like one guy on my LinkedIn, like, he put a comment like saying, you silly blah blah blah, and I feel bad for doing this now, but I commented underneath his thing for where he dissed Caroline, saying like, yo bro, you might want to remove that. He didn't, and then I screenshotted it, and I said like, no, I didn't even screenshot at this point. His employer then commented saying like they sacked him. I was like, yo, they sacked him, man. And then I screenshotted it saying, look guys, this is what happens if you act like this on the net. And then I think that he got a bit of abuse for what he said about Caroline, and I felt bad, and someone said I'm just as bad as him for, oh man, like, just went west, you know what I mean? Like, February for me was just in fact, I don't want to touch on it too tough now, because it's going to be my April, it's going to be next episode, but it was a mad month in terms of stress and anxiety, man. It was mad. But it was fun though. I went to London Fashion Week and I wore my pink drip. I looked, you know what, I'm not one to blow my own trumpet or pluck my own, strung my own guitar or play the keys on my own piano, even though I love the keyboard. But I look drippy in my pink outfit, man. You should go and see it, man. The pink drip. Like, you should go see it. Like, it was sick. I learned that the colour was actually fuchsia, not pink. But yeah, it did look good, man. It did look good. So that was there for London Fashion Week, man. London Fashion Week. Man, can you believe that my laptop is it's not even shut down. It's just now just gone black screen. I say this every time. I swear to you, I need to get a return of the Mac, you know. Like, I need to just get a Mac because, like, man, like, why is it just doing this? But anyway, man, really just messed up my flow, my cadence, getting so brazen in amazement. But anyway, so that's what I was saying. London Fashion Week, man. London Fashion Week. So I went with the agency I'm with. They had an event, so yeah, I went to London Fashion Week, which was cool, man. And I met Kenna, man. Shouts out to Kenna from The Apprentice 2019. He's the only person I've met from The Apprentice 2019, you know. And he's just such a good brother. Do you get what I mean? He's just such a good lad, man. And yeah, man. So like, I was with Kenna and some other people as well, and yeah, it was good, man. It's a good event. And I went to what else did I do for fun in February? I went to Birmingham, actually. I linked up with my Magaluf lot. It's funny because I actually went to Magaluf by mistake. Maybe one day I'll actually tell this story. Should I tell the story now? No, I'll tell it another day, man. But I actually went to Magaluf by mistake. And yeah, so in February, basically, they were doing a Magaluf link up in Birmingham with one company. One of the guys I went to uni with is his company, or he's one of the directors of the company. So yeah, they hit me up saying they want to come, whatever. Cause I was with them in Magaluf last summer. So I said, yeah, I went down to Birmingham for them for their 2-day, Friday and Saturday, like Magaluf Birmingham linked up. And I met a girl there actually, which kind of really not like that, like, but I met a girl there on that weekend. I made me realize, like, what is my type. Now, I've always struggled. Like, there's certain triggers I really don't like people asking me anymore. Like, I don't really like people asking me too tough what I'm up to. Like, for some reason that kind of triggers me. Do you get what I mean? I don't know why. I'm kind of working on it. And in fact, I don't even really like people asking me stuff about it's weird. I don't really like people asking me stuff about The Apprentice too stuff anymore for some reason. I don't know why. It's just maybe it's not. I don't know. It's just. I don't know, man. I'm working on that too. For some reason, it just like not triggers me. But it's like, that's why if you look at my social medias now, I took The Apprentice out of all of my stuff. Like, it's not on my Instagram, it's not on my Twitter, it's not in my bios anymore. For some reason, it's just I don't know, man. I'm working on it. I'm trying to understand myself better. And the third thing I don't really like people asking me is like when they say, "What's your type?" Because I've never really understood. I don't know. It's just such a weird cadence, if that's the right word. Is a cadence the right word? Well, I don't know. I'm using the word cadence now anyway. I like the way cadence sounds. But yes, when I was with this girl, I met this girl on the weekend, and it kind of made me reconfirm like what is my type. Because any partner I've had before, any girl I've been with before, it's never been as the same kind of person. So I've never really known what my type is, but it's kind of been reconfirmed to me what my type is now. So it's kind of good. So maybe this time next year I won't be single. I don't know, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I'm really appreciated for that weekend. Kind of helped me realize that, you know, what is my type. But before going to Birmingham on the Friday night, oh my God, I almost got beaten up. In fact, no, I didn't, but it's like 9 p.m. I'm there at the laptop. Well, I didn't want to talk about the laptop now because it's freaking black screened me, man. At the laptop, late at night, 9 p.m. I hear boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh shit. I thought I need to ignore it. I'm thinking it ain't for me. Because for me, I don't really like people knowing where I live in it. So it's like there's only probably, I think, one person other than my mum who knows where I live, because just me as a person, I don't really like people knowing where I live. So it's like, I'm thinking, if the door knocks, they can't be for me because no one knows where I live to knock for me, if that makes sense. Like, no one can just randomly knock on my door because they don't know where I live. If you randomly knock on my door, you must have the wrong door. So they're knocking, boom, 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 boom. Before I ignore it. Boom, boom. Oh, but basically, so I got my upstairs flat. There's a flat downstairs, isn't it? So I got my flat upstairs. They got the flat downstairs, but we share the front door. So I thought, okay, cool. It must be for flat downstairs, isn't it? Boom, boom, boom. Again, it's going for like 5 minutes. I'm thinking, yo, the guys downstairs, that obviously for you, go and answer the door. Do you know what I mean? So I thought to myself, after 5 minutes of them kicking off the door, I turn off when you turn off your lamps, it looks like no one's in, and I peep through the curtains. Not even through the curtains, I peep through the window. And I see these two men outside looking aggressive. I'm thinking, what? And I thought to myself, you know what? F it. I open the window. I was like, yo! And they're like, I can't remember what they said. And I'm like, yo, like, what do you want? Do you know what I mean? Like, yo, like, what's good? Like, my hood side's coming out. You know what I mean? My South London's coming out. Like, yo, what's good? Like, you know, yo, what's the deal? Like, what's your problem? Can't be banging off man's door at 9 p.m. They're like, it's blah, 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 and the flat down says. I'm like, nah, I think they moved out. They're like, don't lie for him, you know? We'll come and give me all these threats, whatever. And then one thing I realized, that if you want to diffuse fire with fire, you can't diffuse fire with fire. You can only diffuse fire with water. If you try to diffuse fire with fire, you're only going to get a blaze. But if you diffuse fire with water, you might be able to subside it. So I said to them, look, seriously, I have no reason for lying to them. You know, I generally have no reason for lying to him. The landlord, the estate agent actually phoned me earlier that week to say, have I seen them personally? And I said, no, I generally ain't seen them. And I said, look, so I think that whatever reason they've done a runner from you from, I think they've also done a runner with the actual estate agent themselves. I have no reason to lie. And I think after maybe 10 minutes of me talking to them, they realised that, look, I'm not lying for them. And they said, he actually said to me, you know what, lad, you're a good kid, you're a good kid. I'm like, bitch, I'm almost 30. You can't be calling me a good kid. But I thought, actually, God, don't actually say that's working in your favour. Because if you think they're a good kid, they're not going to come and beat you up. Because they were like, we'll get that. There can be 20 Scousers coming tomorrow. They don't care because F who's going to be in. Anyone can get it. They'll beat up anyone. He owes some money. Where's some money? The Scousers, whatever, they'll come. I'm thinking, yo, like, I realized, okay, it was obviously drug money. I don't dabble with that. Do you know what I mean? I don't know about no drug money. I don't know. So if the guy would do drug money, I'm sorry, but bro, like, they owe rent money too. They ain't getting the rent money. You ain't getting your drug money. Do you know what I mean? And they were like, look, you're a good kid. They said to me, when it's 20 Scousers come, they'll tell them to leave me alone, whatever. And to this day, the 20 Scousers ain't come, so touch wood, the 20 Scousers don't come. And if you are one of the 20 Scousers listening, like you can hear me telling my side of the story again. Like, what, I don't know where the people them are in it. Like, I don't know about no drug money but I think they're cool. This is like a couple of weeks ago now, so I think it's cool, man. And they went back into their BMW, whatever, sick car as well, actually, and just sped off. Now, I'll be pissed too if I came all the way from Liverpool and I couldn't get my drug money either, but sorry, man. Yeah, that was a madness. And then next thing you know, I had to get changed to go get the train to go on a night out after almost getting my face kicked in. I'm joking. I didn't almost get a face kicked in, but that was it, man. So I had a little run in with the Scousers. And it's mad because when I moved up north, I heard news, but I heard that the Scousers were on this thing, you know. Like, I never realised it. I didn't realise that Liverpool's such a big the drug game. I didn't realise Liverpool's, like, before moving from London, like, I never really left the M25, do you know what I mean? So all I knew was Catford. You know, we barely went North London, let alone north of England. But yeah, so when I came here, like, I got told that Liverpool's like it is what it is there, innit? So it's like when they said there were Scousers, I was like, yo, like, Scousers, I heard that they're on this thing. But anyway, man, that was that, man. So I'm still here. If I'm not here next week, you know why? Because I got my face. No, I'm joking. I didn't get my face kicked in, but yeah. So that's it, man. Wait, am I speaking quick again? I can't remember if I'm speaking quick when I get excited, but that is what it is. But other than that, man, yeah, the Birmingham night out was good. It was good linking up with the my Birmingham or the Magaluf people. They're saying, am I gonna fly back up to Maga this summer? I really don't know, man. I really don't know. So it's like going to Maga for what? Like, it's not even going to Maga for what. It's just I don't know if I do want to fly back out this summer, man. I don't know. Maybe, man. I'll see how it goes. Man. With this coronavirus anyway, the flights are dirt cheap. So if the coronavirus is still there in the summer, maybe I'll get a cheaper flight. But we will see, man. We will see. 'Cause I still got another holiday booked in September. So I don't know if I really want to go to Maga in the summer. And we will see, man. We'll see. Because, I mean, yes, Maga's, do I really want to go for girls? I mean, again, I don't know where I'm at. Do you know what I mean? The first time I went to Maga was a mistake. I didn't mean to go. Do you know what I mean? So, like, and people go to Maga for girls and girls go for guys, or, you know, or however your orientation is. Like, so I really want to they really want to be, what do they, you know, they would say, like, oh, top shagger and Maga, and do I really want to be part of that culture again? I don't know, man. I have to have a think, man. But something to think about, man. Something to think about. But other than that, I had a good run doing my promotion for the phone networks that I'm with. So I think I touched on this before. I generally think I'm going to have this whole 2020 having a free phone, you know, because the company that I have my phone network with, they'd give you a 3-month referral when you refer people. And because I genuinely believe, like, it's easy to promote things when you genuinely believe in it. And because I genuinely believe in the network, it's because it's just such a great deal. I'm always promoting it on my socials. And it's not that I always promote it. I always promote when I get a free month or when someone takes my referral link, and it happens like all the time. Do you know what I mean? Like in February alone, I think I got maybe like 5 free months. So it's like I think I got 3 months now up until what? August or something crazy like that. It's like, it's mad. Like I generally just got a free phone, and it's like, if you guys generally do want to take advantage of the deal, you know, I'll put it in the show notes, man. I'll put the link in the show notes because the deals are generally that good. Maybe I'll do a separate piece of content on why you should look at SIM-only deals rather than pay monthly. If you are strapped for cash, if you got disposable income, whatever, and you can afford a proper monthly contract, then yeah, do that. Do you know what I mean? By all means. But I know a lot of people who they don't have the money yet are spending £60 contracts, £50 contracts. It's like, yo, why would you do that? Do you know what I mean? Like, why would you do that? So I'll put a link in the show notes if you do want to have a look at that and check that out. But yeah, man, February, my main thing in February was the events, which I'm gonna give you the review with in the next episode. But then other than that, what have I learned? I learned that I'm very, very loud. I'm not going to show you the lessons I learned from the events yet, because I'm doing that next. But what I have learned is that I'm very, very loud. Because when we went to the cinema, yeah, it was me and my girlfriend and my brother. I said to my brother, John, I said to him, this is sick, innit? He goes, yo, you're loud. And I felt so upset. I was so embarrassed. Do you know what I mean? And I said to my girl, not my girl like that. I said to my girlfriend, I said to her, "I've been loud." She goes, "Yeah, you are." And I think I was silent for the rest of the movie. So I don't really know what other lessons I can share or mistakes that I've learned in February, other than the fact that I learned that I'm really, really loud and perhaps I need to tone it down, man. So that isn't really cool. So that's about that. So thank you for listening to the episode 3, FREETHREE. Maybe I should just say it like a yardie, episode 3. I don't know, but thank you for listening to episode 3 of the Kayode podcast. I wonder how many times I can say that. But anyway, thank you for listening to the episode 3 of the Kayode podcast. Laptop's down, so I can't even try and edit it and do it tonight. So this is going to get put up tomorrow, which makes no difference to you because you're just going to listen to it when you listen to it anyway. So yes, thank you for listening again. It took me a lot of mental strength and mental esteem to sit down and do this. It's hard for me, man, but I'm trying to be committed to at least doing 1 episode a month minimum. So I'm proud of myself for doing this because it was hard work for me to be sat here to do this. But again, thank you for listening. As always, if not even as always, maybe as always, I don't know. Is as always? I don't know. But anyway, leave a comment, leave a review. If you're listening on iTunes, give me that 5-star review or 4-star or 3-star. I don't care what star, just give it a review. Do you know what I mean? Feel free to give me the comments, DMs or whatever, and I shall see you soon. Peace out.
Buck me, you don't want to buck me.
Men will die tonight.
Like that. Million streams in a week.